Low defense. Green fizz.
I shall rethink this. I can do this.
Formation of vigor.
Everyone,
Get more damage.
Stay insane and here I go.
Slam.
Get wrecked.
Wait, Yupa's really hurting. Can someone help her?
She lived.
For all that we strive for! I stand waiting.
Yupa's hurt
It's
bad.
okay. We can
we
do
get her
this.
some healing?
We'll do this together. No, let's go.
Medium
We're
heal.
not out of this yet.
Thank you. That was helpful.
That helped us out.
Summoner.
Lowest damage. What?
Yupa hit their weakness.
Okay, let's do this. Berserker! Right, let's make this fun.
You extreme you want me. Extreme you one. Heavy. You heavy. Sure.
Let my power support you.
he look he look charged.
I like doing
But I love it. I love it so.
He healed. We've got to do something about those apples.
How retarded he is, but he's so funny.
Dark Knight.
Alright.
All.
Let's stay calm. By this power. Let's work together.
Win? You're all
It's
enemy.
yours.
Wait, I kill all the fruit. Where did you get the fruit?
Come on.
Everyone is counted.
For victory!
There's another way. I pray you're ready.
Heed me!
Low attack.
I'm ready when follow my lead.
You, who's next? Vulcan work.
Right, let's
yeah.
make this fun.
Indeed, what time?
Show them
Ooh,
how I
nice.
like it.
Cecilio left him wide open. Let's hit that new weakness. More apples? Quick, knock them off again.
Yup. Oh, that resist. Oh, that resist is like,
Let me handle those apples.
yes.
All right.
Please get him off. All right.
Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Oh, power of heroes!
All right.
Strike me if you dare!
I will fight. Prince!
All right. What are we? Do we have? Nope.
I won't hold back.
All right. Charger.
Hold on. Lend me your strength. Maybe to fight this power.
Light.
Flare!
Yeah.
This is the power said to belong to a priestess.
Uh.
I can do this. No,
Huh.
not this. Please go right ahead.
Oh, follow my lead.
Wanton destruction. Another
It's
one-time
yours.
weakness. Yeah. Sure.
Their weak spot. Beat it calm, Cecilio.
Heavy
At
pierce.
the point of a sword! This is nothing.
Yep.
Only a flesh wound.
Yep.
Let's go.
Damage boost against human type. Nice, 600. Huh?
Take my fullest power.
Formation of vigor.
We charge!
Stay insane in a fight about bloody time.
Wanton destruction.
Ah!
Right in their weak spot.
Woo.
Is everyone alright?
Beat it down,
Justice
Cecilio.
prevail! I stand waiting.
Let's fight this power.
Lash.
Revenge. It's still up?
Gain for turn. Limitless bound.
Quick, knock them off again. Every
And what do you want me to do?
Another round of wind attacks. Legs are back to normal. Ugh, we'd only just taken them out.
What do you want me to do? Yep. Anyway.
I pray you're ready. Summoner,
Attack.
Come forth now.
yeah.
Alright.
You've hit their
Who
weakness.
should I beat down for?
Right, let's make this.
Wanton
all yours.
destruction.
Get wrecked.
Retardation of this. Woo, it's funny. Wing guard kill. Oh, Seeker.
I'm capable too.
Not bad at all.
Alright. Alright, I need to focus on strike now.
Stronger again.
Euro proving. Inky's cast the attack hit defense by free. Alright, so I need another one. So I need someone else to be buffer.
The bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible, but don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. We'll not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Yeah, a prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing can accomplish. How many things can change? They never will.
Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
Let us fight
We'll
together.
fight him together.
Yes. By our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We charge too many lives along the journey. Have his way with his world, such parting will become too common. And to stop him,
I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him. Right?
I hope you will sing a
Looking
victory
forward to the
song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father, and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions.
Huh? Why?
And after all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you. And for everything.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Stay beside me. What?
Stay beside me.
Wow. When you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush. But thanks.
Having confirmed, I can send newfound conviction from Gallica as an ally and
The
friend.
mystical fairy, Gallica. She who still keeps the virtues of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Yeah.
We've
Thank-
got the path to tomorrow in front of us, and I'm gonna lead
Victory
the way.
Foresight. You may gain extra turn icon. Yay! Elemental Master and Warlock. Now I have to farm for them. Yay! Yay. I really
Get
hope.
tough. Remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
Magic music. Now I think about it, may have helped me where I didn't realize.
By the way, the chiefess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
The late King of Yosa and the Queen of Elder Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted wasn't mere fantasy, but an ideal old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together.
Oh. It's taken like a long time.
The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Then true utopia have never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted in the novel was based on an old world, but fell to ruin destroyed by war. So this book traced the trajectory and this truly ideal we're striving for. It seemed rather the
So
opposite.
even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Gruaday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village, but little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
If I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my identity will become reality. And yet what's choice is there, but to believe in them and fight on. The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
After discussing the novel ideal gala, I closed my eyes. In a game, it seemed I'd been summoned by more in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety. And archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? Not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to, and once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler, not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks...
Indeed. 'Tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken.
No.
Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the ascension of kings.
Yay! More was some author of Fantasy, and more visit the ancient Elden Sanctum.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hey!
Okay, all our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? I'd always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
Get reckless out there.
Don't get reckless out there.
It falls to us to fight with all our might.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing? Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
Protect my
I want to
country.
protect this country and its people.
'Tis the answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well,
As you can see, my
I guess
choice.
this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
I am pretty idealistic. I will be eaten out there in the real world. Destroyed, murdered, and viciously
This
mauled.
place here.
Did you go, Jared?
Let's move.
You see?
I doubt all of Grand Chat give us a won't. Just, if we choose not to fight, the lose victim only power higher. But doing a whole nother thing. On a more reason, we gotta prove we're serious putting our life on the line. This won't be time.
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
That Elden boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general. The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit?
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Huh?
Yes, and what's more,
Told him the entire story.
the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Oh, the volcano is in the king head. Oh. Right? Hmm.
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of Reeve.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh, no, of course not. I'm just saying.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
A Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tithes? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman. You've seen Count Luis lie to us. You think he cast some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about? Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Hey!
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us. Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
Ah, the royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
Bingo's. That's not something
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, The royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic